Hey guys, Corey here. Today, this is a video I've been wanting to do for a while. What I have in my vehicle and why, pretty much. My vehicle is a 2013 Nissan Rogue, all-wheel drive. It's a small SUV. I got my list here. So, one thing about an SUV, a lot of people, it's cargo. So to help in that area, I bought a hitch rack, so I have a class 3 hitch, and I have a hitch rack that just slides in the hitch receiver. It's a riser rack, so it comes out of the hitch, has about a 6-inch rise, and then levels off, and then that's actually where the rack is, so it gives me a little bit more ground clearance. I've hauled straw, coolers, I don't have to worry about water splashing anywhere, firewood, stuff like that. Handles it no problem, it doesn't rattle, and it adds very little length to the vehicle. And if, depending on what I'm carrying, I can still open up my rear hatch. I have a roof rack, they're crossbars actually, from Go Rhino. So far they've been working amazing. They have a kayak carrier, excuse me, kayak carrier that holds my kayak and my paddle. I've hauled lumber on them, fishing poles, a weed eater, and pretty much anything that's kind of longer and flat you can strap down to the crossbars. Inside my vehicle, I put it's cloth interior, so I put the waterproof seat covers on it, front and rear. Hauling my dog around, don't have to worry about mud or nothing like that. They've worked out amazing so far. WeatherTech floor mats. Front, rear, and then cargo area. Pretty much my entire floor is covered with a floor mat, and it's worked out pretty good so far. Take them out, spray them off. They catch all the rocks and grime. Stuff that's in my vehicle, CB. So I know it's kind of fallen out of favor lately, but if I'm ever stuck in traffic, a truck driver somewhere is probably talking on it. It might give me a little bit of insight about what's going on. Should I take an alternate route, or is it if I'm not going to be there very long? I always carry a dog leash on me. That's not only because I have a dog and we go for walks, but if I come upon another dog or something, I can catch it. You know, have the leash there and hopefully get the dog back to its owner or the pound, Humane Society, whatever it may be. Change. I like to carry $5 worth of quarters and dimes, nickels, whatever it may be. If I'm somewhere I don't have any cash, if I forget my lunch or whatever, at least I can hit a vending machine up, or I guess if I ever go through a toll road, which doesn't happen very often, I've got some change. I always carry a case of water. Not only water, obviously, kind of self-explanatory, but if I have a coolant leak, at least I can put enough water in to hopefully get me back to town. When I get down to my last 2 or 3 bottles, I just go buy another case. Millennium bars. So I did not a full review, but I talked about these on a different video. It's just a survival bar. I think 400 calories. They're shelf stable, non-thirst provoking. Excuse me. And yeah, they're just a survival bar. I carry about like 5 or 6 in my vehicle, I think. I have a magnetic gun mount, and that's my pistol is a full-size pistol. If I'm driving a long time, obviously you can get a little uncomfortable, so I can stick it on this magnetic gun mount. It takes very little effort to get it. It's really easily accessible. It puts it right underneath my steering console. And that was a pretty cheap addition, really. I always carry a pair of boots. My work boots are steel toes. Them are not going to be good to walk a long way in, so I always carry a spare pair of boots. Reflective rain jacket. Obviously, it's a rain jacket, but also being reflective, I can just throw it on my vehicle. If I'm broke down somewhere on any lights, when a headlight hits it, it's going to shine, so it's more of a safety aspect for both me and them, and a good signaling device. Insulated bibs. I carry a pair, especially now. It's only April, Still a little chilly some days, so it's always good to have. Or if I'm out working somewhere, I can just throw them on. I don't get my clothes all dirty. First aid kit. I have more than one in my vehicle, but the one I keep readily accessible, it's behind the rear seat headrest. It's on a Velcro backed panel. It's more of a stop the bleed kit. You're just talking like some Kerlix, some like 4x4s, 4x4 gauze, Band-Aids, tourniquet, and I think some Tylenol. That's it. Something quick, fast, in a hurry. I can pull it off the Velcro, stop the bleed. I do this kind of more for security. I'm gonna use that word, security reasons. I have a little sliding tonneau cover. It's a fabric that goes behind my rear seat and it seals off my cargo area. It goes all the way back to the back hatch window, or just below the window. So if you're walking by, anything I have in my cargo area, you can't see it. It's made for my vehicle, so it's all custom molded and fit, and I can retract it if I have something bigger that I'm hauling or whatever. But it's more just for the prying eye to keep out when they look in the vehicle, because I don't have super tinted windows. They just see a piece of gray fabric. That's it. For learning a lesson the hard way, I had a flat. I was out in the middle of nowhere. I was checking my traps. Good thing about having a smart vehicle, it told me that I was getting a flat tire. And I was indeed. I could not plug it. I do carry a plug kit in my vehicle as well. So no big deal. It was raining and cold, obviously. Best time for a flat. I jacked my vehicle up, got the tire off. The vehicle shifted. Jack kicked out. Vehicle hit the ground. Got it jacked back up. Spare on. Took like an hour and a half. I was soaked, muddy, cold. A lot of lessons learned. Most scissor jacks, if you're not aware, the bottoms are pretty small. So the surface area is not that big. And when it's raining and muddy, it was actually pushing my jack into the ground, making it a pain to jack up. So I carry a 2x6 piece of scrap, about a foot long, just to give it more surface area if I do have to ever use that scissor jack again. And I also went to Walmart. These were actually back in like the camper section, like with your all your camper accessories. It's just a plastic cheap wheel chock. I got two of these. They fit right back on my spare tire, so it's actually fits all. It's all hidden. I don't even see them. I think they were like $3 or $4. That's it. But I bought two because I can put one in front and behind the tire if I'm ever changing another tire, and I don't worry about my vehicle shifting. So cheap. Excuse me. Really good product here. So I also have a kind of more for organization than anything, a go bag for my vehicle. So I carry a toolkit, and it's in its own little tool bag. I have my bug out bag in there for my vehicle, and then I have this. And so this is like cargo control. So these outside pockets, I have all ratchet straps in this one. This one is just a nylon rope. So on the inside, I've got my 12 volt air compressor, via air, I'm not real sure how you say it. It has its own gauge on it. It just screws right on your valve stem, plug it in, turn it on, airs your tire up. I mean, it's pretty easy, and I've used it several times. So if I'm airing up someone else's tire, I bought this. It's just an extension cord for your 12 volt outlet. Works the same. Plug this in, plug the air compressor in this. You got another, I think it's 12 feet. So I got another 12 feet of length. So that's quite a bit. I always carry a jump pack with me. Dead batteries are awful, and it sucks trying to wave someone else down, or if you even have jumper cables. So this is my jumper cables here. If you are in a mid-size to compact vehicle, it'll jump you. I've jumped several cars with this, but I tried to jump a big pickup. It just didn't have enough juice in it. So as long as you got a 4-cylinder V6, I think it will do just fine, especially if your battery's not completely dead. If you're still getting the click, 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 this should work. And it has 2 USB outlets on it, so you can still charge, your cell phone or if you're out and about. Toilet paper, I really don't need to explain that. We all know why we got that. So, I always carry a blanket. This is a jungle blanket from the company Snug Pack. Now, in my opinion, this is better than a Whoopee or a poncho liner. And I know there are people cringing everywhere right now. Weight to warmth ratio is very impressive with this thing. It's a bigger blanket. I think it's like 76 by 64. It's lightweight. It's got the whole like antimicrobial. It's amazing. It is just an amazing little blanket. It's actually water resistant. It's a just great all around design. Snug Pack makes they do a lot of British military contracts, so obviously their stuff's made to take a beating, So I think this should be in everyone's trunk. It's not relatively expensive, and it is an amazing product. I'm not sponsored by them or getting paid for this. I'm just saying this is a really good product. But yeah, so that's kind of what I got in my vehicle. I'm sure there's probably a few little on-end things I'm forgetting. But I got pictures of all this. I went outside. It's super windy, which is why I'm not doing the video out there. So I took some pictures of everything, and I'll put them at the end of the video. But hopefully this can actually maybe help you. If you have a truck or car, you might have to shift left or right a little bit. But hopefully you can take away some good points, and I'm sure there's some stuff I forget or I'm just not thinking about. And if you know, leave a comment. I'd greatly appreciate it. But hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.